Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka Bish from DPS Lamachor. Today in this session, we'll be starting with the new topic. The name of the topic is Date of Maturity and Days of Grace. As in the previous session, we have learnt about the bills of exchange, its features, and also about the promissory notes and its features. So today, we will study how to calculate the due date or date of maturity and also days of grace. Now, date of maturity here means the date on which the payment of bill becomes due. It is known as date of maturity. Date of maturity is also known as due date. So, date of maturity is the date on which the payment of bill becomes due is called date of maturity or due date. Now what does days of grace means? See, by calculating the date of maturity, it is compulsory to add 3 days to the period of bill, and these days are known as days of grace. While calculating due date, it is compulsory to add 3 days to the period of bill. These 3 days are known as days of grace. We'll understand this with an example. For example, if the bill is drawn on 1st July 2016 and the payment of the bill is to be made after the duration of 1 month. So 1 month is the duration after which the amount of bill will be paid. So here maturity date after 1 month will be 4th of August 2016, as 1 month duration ends on 1st August, and we know while calculating the due date we will add 3 days more. That 3 days is considered as grace period. So after adding 3 days on 1st of August, the maturity date will fall on 4th August 2016. Now here are some points which are to be kept in mind while calculating the date of maturity or due date. First point is, if due date including days of grace falls on Sunday or public or gazetted holiday, the due date will be supposed to be 1 day earlier, which means if the due date falls on the gazetted holiday, the due date of the bill will become 1 day earlier. For example, if the bill falls due on 26th January, then the due date of the bill will be on 25th January, because 26th January is considered as gazetted holiday. So the due date of bill will be 1 day earlier, which is 25th January. Second point is, if the due date including the days of grace has been declared as emergency holiday, the due date will be supposed to be 1 day later. So here, if the due date of the bill falls on the date which is declared as emergency holiday, then our due date of the bill will be 1 day later of the actual due date. For example, if the bill falls due on 5th of July and it is declared as emergency holiday due to the death of national leader, then the due date of the bill will become 1 day later, which will be on 6th of July. So now we'll be solving the practical question based on calculation of date of maturity. First part of the question is, date of bill is on 1st January 2017 and period is 2 months. Here we have to calculate the date of maturity from 1st January 2017. So starting with the 1st January to 1st February is 1 month. 1st February to 1st March is the second month. So 1st March is the time duration of 2 months. We will add 3 days grace period. So here the actual date of maturity or due date of the bill will fall on 4th March 2017. Second part is date of bill is on 30th April 2017 and the period of bill is 30 days. So for calculating the due date after 30 days, we'll start counting from 1st May. 1st May to 30th May. 30th May is the time duration of 30 days. Here we'll be adding 3 days grace period. So after 30th May, 31st, 1st and 2nd June. 2nd June will be the due date of the bill. So now we will learn the accounting treatment of bills of exchange. For the purpose of accounting, bill is divided into 2 categories. First is bills receivables, which is also written as BR, and second is bills payable, which is also written as BP. So in bills receivable, the person who is entitled to receive the money of the bill, who is known as drawer, the drawer draws the bill, gets it signed by the person who has to pay or who is liable to pay the amount of bill, and for him this bill is considered as bills receivable because he is receiving the bill from the drawer. Second is bills payable. So here the person who has to pay the amount of bill to the drawer is considered as drawee. So drawee signs on the bill and give it to the drawer. For him, this bill will be considered as bills payable. So in accounting treatment of bills of exchange, we have to prepare 2 books. One book will be of drawer. For him, the bill will be bill receivable. And one book will be of drawee, for whom this bill is considered as bills payable. Now here is the different uses of bills receivable. So in this case, the drawer of the bill can use the bill in the following ways. First is, he may keep it till the date of maturity. Second, he may discount it with the bank before the date of maturity. Third, he may endorse the bill to some other party before the date of maturity. And fourth, he may send it to his banker for collection. So these are the following ways in which the drawer of the bill can use the bill. Drawee of the bill cannot use such bill because he have to pay the amount of bill to the drawer, but the drawer can use the bill in the following ways. So in this session, we have learnt about the days of grace or date of maturity, and also bills payable and bills receivable. In the next session, we'll be continuing with these cases in detail. That's all for today. Thank you.